Next step, guys. This is I love this. This is my favorite, and it's going to be screening. We drew a little diagram here of our property 2 years ago that we designed. So we have food plot. This whole thing is a food plot, roughly 3 acres. Chris just drew in some green here for simulate food. But this red here is actually screening. Reason being is we walk down this way, we walk this way, this way. We're screened when we walk by with Egyptian wheat. We use a product called Incognito. What that does is it has different varieties of sorghum, Egyptian wheat, that have different stalk strengths, and we follow soil samples when you plant it because it can grow anywhere from 8, 12 feet tall. We've grown it 15 feet tall. But we have this screen here that blocks our access to this stand. What we did was we separated our food plots with a wall that was 10 feet wide all the way across the field. And we took a weed whacker and we cut a little path. Deer like to travel the paths of least resistance, and our stand was right here. Deer would come out of the bedding area, they would walk this down, and it looked like a cow path. And you guys right now are watching B-roll over it, and I'll show you. It was a complete cow path through there. We shot deer through there, saw many great bucks, and when you're doing screening is you want to keep it roughly, the sweet spot is about 10-15 feet wide. Deer can't see through it. It holds itself together. Chris is going to explain what he did over behind his house here, or actually across the street. He has a property that he hunts, and he's going to explain what we did over there with the Furminator and screening.
Yes, we took the Furminator over there, and we went ahead and disked it all up where the width of the screening that we wanted. And I had a situation where I had a road frontage to screen from and some adjoining neighboring properties. And so what we did, like I said, about 10 feet wide or so, took the Furminator down there, a couple of paths, and made a couple passes up and back. The key to your screening is don't plant it too thick. How many, I mean, I've failed at this miserably.
Yeah, it's roughly about 10 pounds per acre.
Yeah, I get a little overzealous and I put too much seed in there, and you'll actually stunt out your own stuff.
I'll cut you off real quick. Is when you're doing this, so you prevent this, is you're going to have to measure it all. You're going to have to pace it off. If the bag or bucket, whatever it is, where the seed comes in says 10 pounds per acre, you need to measure your spot off, do the math, and use a seed accordingly.
Yeah, and we had the Furminator rolling, so really what I should have did is just one pass up, one pass back, 10 feet wide, done. And like I said, in the past I've got overzealous with it, but what this does is, you know, guys are wanting screening so they can sneak in and out, whatnot. I like to use it in certain ways to screen off from spotlighters, poachers, you know, neighbors that are trying to sneak in on you, and the deer just feel comfortable. You put them in an enclosed area, they get in there and they get comfortable. They can't see what's happening around them. They ignore all the sights and sounds. It creates a certain rustle when the wind blows, you know, and yeah, you have that certain comfortability to it that we enjoy.
Well, not only when you split plots, you divide deer. You can have deer over here, deer over here. They don't know, they can't see each other. Maybe they don't smell each other, but they can't see each other. They feel safer. Deer that are safe equals more success for you guys when you're, especially when you're hunting. Use these travel areas. They're very, very beneficial. Deer will use them things. It'll look like a cow path, and put it about 20, 30 yards from your bow stand. You'll have good success with it.